Now I put a question mark on every detail of my life. My close relationship with my adopting brothers, my friendships in Israel, my marriage, my 2 sons. Was everything really a lie? I feel like I've been walking the earth with a false identity, like I deceived everyone. When I arrived here to Israel 22 years ago to visit my friend Noah, I was young, curious, with no worries. At first, it was very hard to her to accept the terrible revelation that I am the granddaughter of Amon Göth. Oh. I was never that close to anyone related to a Nazi, she said. She was mortified.
I wasn't mortified.
But now she says she can finally live with it.
Don't you remember what I said?
It was fate that brought us together.
Fate? We met in a drawing class in Paris.
Changer. Changer. Changer.
The Gulf War has just ended, and I needed to get away from everything. So I took the first plane to Paris.
Changer.
Is this a beginner's class?
I thought so, but I don't know.
Your first time too?
Changer. That's what they teach you there in America?
I'm from Israel.
I'm German.
Wherever it is you come from, you obviously haven't learned drawing. We will need much work. Work, work, work.
Arbeit macht frei, no?
God, you're crazy. I think you're the first Israeli I ever met.
Oh, well, I'm not really a typical example.
I'm not a typical German.
Obviously.
Oh, quelle horreur!
She's scary.
You know we can leave whenever we want.
Changer.
Don't be so sure.
You okay? Now I feel so spoiled. You just come from war and I come from the ski vacation in the Alps.
I don't know if it's a good idea to drink more.
Oh, come on, you sound like my mom.
Maybe I'm your mom.
Actually, you look like her more than I do.
Really?
I'm adopted.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 families, the most complicated and fucked up thing in the entire world.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Prost!
God, look at them. What are they doing? That's so weird. It's like, look at them.
You're so drunk.
No, I'm not. I'm not drunk.
Yes, you are. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay, yeah. It looks like they're making out with each other.
You see?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's like blushing.
Look at the one on the right. Oh.
So when are you coming to visit me in Tel Aviv? It's really beautiful.
Tomorrow. Let's go tomorrow.
כל בוקר אני מחליפה אור ושפה כל בוקר אני מחבה הלילה שוב באה
Jenny. Jenny. Your flight.
I'm tired.
Jenny.
Fuck the flight.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Jenny? Jenny! Jenny! Shit. Jenny! God, you scared me. Look at you, you're all blue. What were you doing there?
Nothing.
Maybe you should go home. Really, I mean, this place is driving you crazy. I told you.
If you can stay here, so could I.
כמה את רוצה סירה מקום על פני המים אין לי חבל הצלה להחזיק אותה
She stayed in Tel Aviv for a few years and became one of my closest friends. So when she went back, of course we stayed in touch and met whenever we could. It went on like this for 22 years. And then she stopped answering my calls. I felt she's avoiding me. So when I came to Berlin, I kind of forced her to meet. I really needed to find out what's going on. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, shoot, you make me nervous.
You know, it's not so easy. And you have the premiere today, so I don't know.
What could be so fucking terrible? Really?
Okay. Remember Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Remember the Nazi there in the camp?
Yeah, the one that shoots people from the balcony for fun.
Yeah. So apparently, turned out he is my biological grandfather.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean?
Amon Göth. He was my grandmother's lover.
God. How is this even possible? I mean, how did you find out?
By mistake. I went to the library to find something and somehow found this book my biological mother wrote about her Nazi dad.
Shit. Wow. So, when was that? The library.
3 years ago, something like that.
And all this time you were, what?
My mind went crazy. I don't know about your family history. You never mentioned it.
Because it has nothing to do with us.
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't. I mean, your grandmother had sex with this fucked up Nazi 70 years ago. So, what? It changes who you are? It changes who we are?
She had a portrait of him above her bed. I mean, I was sleeping in this bed when I was a kid.
Wow. It's like, I don't know, sleeping with the devil or something.
Yeah. I feel like it runs in my veins now, you know?
Don't be crazy.
How do you know?
Because look at you. It's like a bad joke.
He probably would have shot me.
Yeah, probably.
Can you get a little closer?
I was still trying to process everything. I wasn't really sure how all of this is supposed to affect us. Then suddenly, Jenny's book was almost out, and she came to Tel Aviv for a photo shoot.
Try to look as if you're in conversation.
Say something interesting.
Did I tell you about the woman who called me? She read an article about me. Said she was there at the camp.
Wow.
She knew my grandfather. Yeah, she thinks what I'm doing is very important. She cried.
Back to back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she really wants to meet with me.
Really? Why?
Close a circle, I guess.
Can you laugh?
Close a circle? What, like standing together on the balcony and shooting people?
Noah.
Not funny, huh? Sorry. You know us and stupid Holocaust jokes.
Be more lively. Come on, I need you more serious for the book.
It'll be over soon, I promise.
What, this whole madness?
This shooting session.
Can you stand really close together?
Okay, last effort. Just look at me as if you still want to hear my story.
Well, you don't really need me for that. You've got the whole world to listen to your story now. Jenny's editor called me. She wanted to verify some details for the book. So other than your grandfather's brother, have you any other relatives that died in the Holocaust? So I called up my mom, and she said, yes, well, but what about Grandma's whole family? And I said, what about them? You never told me. So then, for the first time, she told me the horrifying story of my family. I wish she didn't.
So you don't think much of my book?
I don't think much of rewriting history.
If only.
I just don't think it's really me in your book. You never really heard what I was saying. You were so afraid that this revelation would separate between us.
Didn't it?
Well, yeah, but from a totally different reason.
What do you mean?
You twisted our friendship. You made up this whole dramatic new narrative and cast me as this Jewish act of God. I never wanted this role.
Sorry.
Excuse me, will you sign my book?
What is your name?
Hannah.
Here you go, Hannah. I really thought you understand where I am. What I'm doing.
You know what? I don't. I think you went overboard. I mean, writing the book, translating it to 1,000,000 languages, traveling with it, all the lectures. We got it, you know? Just leave it. Go back to your life.
I can't.
Of course you can.
This is part of me now. It's who I am.
What, a Holocaust celebrity?
Celebrity.
Yeah, you're a fucking rock star.
Celebrity. You know what? I didn't choose that. Don't you think we all have a role in life?
Don't you think we can choose?